Good afternoon. You're listening to WQKELP 93.9 FM out of Plattsburgh, New York. You're currently tuning into your 3 o'clock sports report with Desmond and Liam. Desmond?
I got to sneeze. Hold on.
Desmond's got a sneeze, so I'm going to keep going. It's a little bit of a rainy, kind of muggy day in Plattsburgh as Desmond reconsiders the sneezing choice. So, Desmond, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. Very tired, but I'm good.
Desmond just took a
little nap. I'm doing good. Turn my mic off so I can move quick.
So, basically, it was a pretty good couple days in sports, especially in NBA playoffs. We mentioned on the last episode that we'll have draft coverage today. That'll come at the second half of the episode.
Yes.
So, let's get right into it. It's sweatpants. Well, start as we always do. It's Sweatpants Wednesday here at Quake. Desmond's rocking some really comfortable pants over there. I'm jealous. I changed into sweatpants.
I've done nothing besides wear sweatpants the last, month and a half.
Well, I mean, it is
always sweatpants weather here.
It is always sweatpants at Plattsburgh.
Very shorts weather.
I mean, for baseball, I guess, quickly, nothing really happened. I know that there was a crazy night for the Yankees last night with Anthony Rizzo hitting 3 home runs, one of which was a very much short porch home run, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, for Yankee Field.
Yeah, it was borderline sketchy. And then one thing I want to touch on quickly, and also Rizzo had 6 RBIs last night too. And I think Luis Severino was throwing a no-hitter for a huge portion of the game. And then the Twins had a walk-off win last night. This is what I want to tell you. But did you see the clip?
What one?
Of their walk-off.
Oh,
win,
yeah.
Where the Tigers had 3 errors in one play. They're legit, it was I don't even want to try to explain it because it's just above my pay grade, but there was legit probably around 3 errors.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to find, I had one more thing I wanted to talk about. Just give me 1 second. But then the Mets are losing right now, 8-4, by the way. I just wanted to tell you that. To the Cardinals, though. The Cardinals are pretty good.
Yeah. So,
1 second. Adames, that's his name, right?
Willie Adames.
Yeah, Willie Adames had 7 RBIs last night. Had 4 hits on 5 at-bats, 2 runs, 7 RBIs. That is ridiculous. That is a day right there. So that was the other baseball story. But besides that, like I said, it's been a pretty mild day. The big stories come from NBA basketball, which, Desmond,
last couple of days.
Our first big story, what is it?
The Celtics pulled off the sweep against the Nets on Monday night after our show, winning the game 116-112. Both KD and Kyrie didn't play insane. I mean, KD had 39, but he did it on 31 shots, 3 of 11 from 3. Missed a very clutch free throw down the stretch.
Very clutch.
Kyrie only taking 13 shots is a little interesting, but he hit 6 of those. Something I'm just now seeing, I knew he was bad from the line, but I didn't know he was this bad. Nick Claxton took 11 free throws. He hit 1 of them.
Really?
Yeah, and if he hit at least 4 of them, shot 5 for 11 from the free throw line, still pretty bad, they would have at least tied the game.
There are so many struggles with the Nets right now. We were talking about it earlier. There's definitely a question coming in about KD's leadership. And
both KD and Kyrie's
they're not leaders. There's no other way to say it.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that's been proven time and time again. Kyrie tried to lead his own team in Boston, didn't work. KD's now trying to lead his team in Brooklyn, isn't working. They're not leaders.
They need a veteran presence.
Like who?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? They need a Draymond Green.
Yeah, but there are no Draymond Greens other than Draymond Green, and he isn't going to leave.
But they need someone like that,
or something like that.
Like Pat Bev, exactly. Yeah. That's a perfect example of someone they would need.
Yeah, but I don't see the Timberwolves wanting to move on from him after this season.
Oh, there's no way. And quickly, the Raptors are slowly itching their way back into the series.
I've said it before. If any coach in the NBA is going to blow a 3-0 lead, it is Doc Rivers.
Yep, as a 103-88 win. Pretty convincing from the Raptors. And that was the big concern through the first 3 games, is that Tyrese Maxey played extremely well, and Embiid and Harden didn't shoot well at all. They played okay, but they didn't shoot well. And now those problems are starting to poke their head through the door a little bit as they've fallen. Their lead has fallen to only 1 game going into Game 6, which I think is Thursday night. And then the Mavericks. You said that whatever team would win by over 20 points in the last show.
Yeah, whoever had a convincing win.
In the Jazz-Mavericks series in Game 5, he thinks you thought was going to win the series. Luka must have been listening because he had 33 points.
It was ridiculous. I watched that game with my roommate Chris.
102-77 win. It was so dominant from beginning to end.
Yeah.
All right, last night, first game, Heat win by 3 to win the series and take out the Hawks.
Yeah, that game was really fun to watch because the Heat had an advantage the whole game, then brought it back. DeAndre Hunter had a great game, which is really fun to watch because I'm a huge DeAndre Hunter fan.
35 points.
But yeah, it's pretty funny because I did a parlay. I had DeAndre Hunter over 20 points, rebounds, assists. He got that really quick.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny because I was like, oh, he'll get the points, but I don't know about rebounds because, he had gotten, 1 rebound the entire series. All the games in the series before, now he gets 11. But great game to watch. Heat would have been a convincing win if they held that lead, but still a good way to win without Jimmy Butler or Kyle Lowry, without a doubt. Bam stepped up this game offensively and
20
defensively,
points.
without a doubt.
20 points, 11 rebounds. And someone just go and watch their defense in the last possession of the game. It was literally ridiculous.
The Hawks play was absolutely atrocious.
It was ridiculous, but their defense, they brought the ball to the corner, and the Heat saw that coming.
Gallinari.
And then the Heat saw that coming, so they triple teamed him.
For some reason, they decided that it would be a good idea to keep Onyeka Okongwu on the floor, a player that has literally 0 offensive game, especially in a 3-point game. I really don't understand the thought process behind that. I get DeAndre Hunter fouled out, but put Jalen Johnson or Kevin Knox, someone that can at least hit a 3 if needed. Because that's what allowed them to get 3 guys on Danilo Gallinari because they did not have to guard Onyeka Okongwu.
Yes. And it was just a bad play to begin with, just geographically.
Just getting it into Danilo Gallinari.
Well, I'm saying, even location on the court geographically, to put the ball there in your last play of the game makes literally no sense. But whatever. The Heat were going to win that either way. Their defense is really stellar, and I'm excited to see where they can go from here, whether they play. It looked like it was going to be the 76ers, but whether they play the 76ers or the Raptors.
Yeah.
I want to avoid the Grizzlies game because I want to dedicate some time to that one. So let's go to the last game of the night, which was Suns-Pelicans.
I watched the first half of this, and then it got to a blowout, and then it got close, and then it got blown out again.
Kyle Bridges went crazy.
Yeah, he had 31. He was absolutely ridiculous on defense. Herb Jones had another great defensive game from what I saw, at least in the first half. I don't really have much on this game. I think it was very boring to watch.
I said it in the last episode that they needed someone to step up because they become very one-dimensional without Devin Booker. I said that they have a one-dimensional offense to begin with, but they needed someone to fill that spot that Devin Booker is. And I think Mikal Bridges, I was impressed with how he played off of Paul's, facilitating every play and able to drop 31 points.
Yeah.
Last game, easily one of the best games of the playoffs, I would say, so far. And this has become, I think, the most exciting series out of them all. The Timberwolves and Grizzlies.
In terms of excitement, yeah.
It's been easily the most epic series. Grizzlies with a 111-109 win, capped off by a Ja Morant masterclass, 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. I believe he had a double-double for him, and he just went. I think he had the Grizzlies' last 13 points of the game.
Yeah, I watched the whole game, and there's 5 minutes left. Timberwolves are up 15 or so. I'm I'm just going to go run to the downer, the dining hall here. I'm going to go get some food. I'll come back. Game probably over by then. My buddy texted me. He goes, dude, it's a 1-point game.
Yeah.
And or it was a 3-point game or whatever. I run back, and I get there just in time to see Anthony Edwards hit the 3 prior to Ja Morant's bucket. And I was like, wow, they really blew yet another lead.
A big, big lead, too.
That's their 3rd or 4th blown lead of the series or something like that.
That's being overshadowed by the fact that Ja Morant had one of the nicest dunks of the season.
Yeah, his dunk on Malik Beasley was ridiculous.
And I was telling my dad today, my dad's not a basketball fan, but I was like, it's unbelievable how athletic these players are. I think when you watch the NBA so much, you become almost accustomed to how good of athletes they are, and you don't really. It takes a play like that to put in perspective how good of the athletes that we are watching right now. And Ja Morant, when he came down the paint and just he was completely. Oh, I just can't even describe it. He was so up in the air and just destroyed whoever that was.
Yeah.
But he had a really nice layup to seal the game, and then I don't know why the Timberwolves did this. They had no timeouts.
No.
Bad coaching.
I mean, I just don't think they expected it for Ja Morant to get a wide-open layup with 1 second left on the clock.
Yeah, exactly. 1 second left. They didn't have a timeout, so they kind of just threw it up. Game was over, and just an epic comeback win, and now sets up a very high-stakes Game 6, which I believe will be in Minnesota, too. So that makes it even more epic. Let's go over the game.
There'll be another protest.
Oh, goodness gracious. Maybe there'll be their last shot at a protest.
All right.
Games tonight.
Games tonight, there's only 2, and they're both pretty bad. The first game at 7:30 on TNT, we have the Bulls and the Bucks. No Levine, no Caruso for the Bulls, so that's game over right there. And then
in Milwaukee too.
Yeah. Then the last game of the night is the Nuggets and Warriors starting at 10 on TNT as well.
Yeah.
This has more potential to be interesting, but we'll likely see the Warriors close out their series.
Yeah, in Golden State. Second round. Warriors favored by 9, Milwaukee favored by 12.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 blowouts tonight. And then we should have an epic weekend of basketball. I believe the second round will start early next week. Yeah, because there's only games scheduled till...
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think there's only games scheduled till this weekend, so...
We'll see. We will see. That's how I'll put it.
So there's no games on Monday. So I believe the second round does start next week. Yeah. So next episode we'll be able to preview. Yeah, the last set of games, if necessary, will be Sunday.
Yeah.
So early next week we'll be able to get your second round preview, second round coverage. We look forward to those series. We know we're definitely going to see Celtics and all those and the Heat. So
yeah, for sure.
Before, we're going to take our break a little early because we're going to actually make our own mock draft together after this.
Yep.
But we'll play a quick round of Podal for you guys. We know
let me open that up quick.
We know that's been pretty popular.
Podal. Start off like we always do. RJ Barrett.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh, okay.
So, yellow
he's out west.
Yeah, he's a Western player. He's above 6'6".
So he's either 22 or 23.
Yeah.
Young big man out west.
22 or 23.
Or a young guard, or young forward out west. A young forward out west.
No one comes to mind.
Keldon Johnson.
All right.
He's 22. I thought he was taller than that. So he's actually got to be pretty tall because he's 6'9" or taller. So, let me think here. Out west, I might just have to start thinking of, like, random players, like, just so I can, like, jog a memory. Like, what about, like, Zeke and Najee?
Why?
Oh, there we go. We got a lot. He's actually 6'9". He's in the Northwest Division. I have no idea what teams are in that right now. And okay, so
let me click on it.
So we're for a 22-year-old 6'9" player in the Northwest Division, whose number is between 9 and 22.
I'm gonna look up what the Northwest Division is.
That would be the Nuggets. I literally have no idea.
Jazz, Trailblazers, Thunder. Jazz, Trailblazers, Thunder, Timberwolves, Nuggets.
That is actually so unbelievably terrible because it's probably a really random player in either on the Blazers or Thunder. Let me look up like Isaiah Roby. Okay. It's not Isaiah Roby, so it's not Denver, it's not OKC. How about
Jazz?
They don't have anyone that young.
He's a Rudy Gobert. Just kidding.
What about Trendon Watford? Okay, nope. So what are the other teams left? The Timberwolves? Oh, is it Jaden McDaniels?
It might be.
Nope. It is on the Timberwolves, though. So it's a 22-year-old, 6'9" forward on the Timberwolves. Let me think. I'm going to go through the starting line. Pat Bev, no. Ant, no. D'Lo, no. Cat, no. Vanderbilt, he's older than 22, I believe. McDaniels, no. Okogie, no. Taurean Prince, no.
What position does Ant play?
He is a shooting guard, small forward. He's not 6'9".
Oh, okay. I was about to say, couldn't it be him?
I want to say Jared Vanderbilt, but is it my favorite NBA player, Naz Reid? It's Naz Reid.
No way.
I love Naz Reid. I completely forgot about Naz Reid. I did not know he was that young. Let's go. Naz Reid.
So many years of Naz Reid. That was definitely an interesting
Did I ever tell you about my experience with the Timberwolves Twitter admin? Where, like, me, my buddy, one of my Twitter mutuals I like talking to, we just had a conversation with the admin of the Timberwolves Twitter, where we just said Naz Reid back and forth for like 5 minutes.
Was he nice?
It was really funny.
No, just said Naz Reid.
It was literally just Naz Reid, Naz Reid, Naz Reid, Naz Reid.
Over and over again.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
And then he was just like Naz Reid, Naz Reid. So there's an interesting Twitter reaction. So it's we're going to take a quick break here, get a couple of songs for you guys, and then after that, we'll be back with a NBA mock draft, so stay tuned. NFL mock draft. Well, hi, just talking about NBA, whatever, so. Sorry for the abrupt end there.
Nice one.
There was a technical issue.
He dropped his phone.
I did, in fact.
Can you mute
my
my mic so I can move the mic back?
Yes, I can mute your mic. So, welcome back. Now is NFL time. The draft is Thursday, I believe, at 8 p.m.
Tomorrow.
Yes, at 8 p.m.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
So we're going to play Weddle, and then we're going to do a mock draft.
Right, Weddle.
Do you have Weddle pulled up?
Yeah, I am pulling it up right now.
Mute your phone.
That's not my phone.
That's not my phone either. I don't know what it is. Is it
Oh,
your laptop?
it's my laptop. Because I have ESPN open, so it's like automatically playing videos.
I was going to say, there's some sound effects going on in the background. All right, Weddle time. Let's start how we always do.
Daniel Jones.
That's not good.
Hold on.
Nothing lit up except one.
Hold on.
I am holding on.
Okay, so he's a very young player. Got to be a rookie. He's 23 or 22.
He's in out west.
He's under 6'5", and he's over the number 8. So, AFC, young players in the AFC.
Mac Jones. Oh no, he's not quarterback.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 23 years old.
Yep. Hey,
He is 5'7".
I didn't know that. I'm
Wow.
taller than Clyde Edwards.
Okay. And we're looking at a receiver with likely single-digit to low double-digit numbers because it's between 8 and 25. So he's on the AFC West.
What's a young receiver in the West? Who's the first one that comes to mind?
You mean AFC?
In the AFC.
Who's not in the AFC West.
Sorry.
So. Marquise Brown. I think he's really short, though. Okay, we're close.
Receiver.
He's
not in the
up-
AFC West, not in the AFC North.
So he's above 5'9", but he's either 5'10" or 5'11". He's 23 years old, so he's either AFC South or East. And in the AFC South, I'm going by each team. Texans, no. They don't have anyone.
Titans. Jags.
No.
Colts.
No. Wait, it might be Laviska Shenault. It's not Laviska Shenault, and he's not. So it's an AFC West.
Who's that receiver on the Colts who's young?
Michael Pittman?
Yeah.
I don't think he's that young, but we can try. Wait, that's already AFC South. So it's AFC East. So that you have the Patriots.
Jets.
Oh,
Bills.
I think it's Elijah Moore.
No.
Nope, but he's in the AFC East, and he's 5'10".
And he's 23. Who's a 23-year-old receiver in the AFC East?
Oh, is it, what's his face that went off Isaiah McKenzie? Who's it? Is that the guy who had the big game for the Bills, or am I thinking someone else?
Might
have been playoffs. Okay, so he's on the Patriots. Jacoby Myers? He
might be.
I think it's Jacoby Myers. I don't know who else could be that young.
Nope.
It's not him?
No.
And he's...
What other receivers?
Are we tripping?
The
Dolphins. Oh, it's Jalen Waddle.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know why, but I completely forgot that the Dolphins were a team in the AFC East.
All right.
That should not have taken that many tries.
Hard Weddle.
Andrew Thomas.
So, basically, for those who don't know, there's two versions of Weddle. There's Easy Weddle and Hard Weddle. I don't know why Jalen Waddle took us so long.
Yeah, I completely forgot the Dolphins were in the AFC
up.
West.
So we need
East.
We're going to put in Patrick Mahomes. Okay, AFC West.
Hold on.
He's 26, and he's below 6'3".
Okay.
Could be anybody in the AFC West.
He's on defense because
Yes.
it would let up yellow. So we have a 6'2" or 6'1" defensive player in the AFC West.
Khalil Mack.
No, he's not 26.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Max Crosby. Okay. Wow, I don't know why I thought it'd be Max Crosby.
Well,
Likely a corner, in all honesty.
Well, yellow on defensive end. I don't know.
Yeah, that just means on defense.
Oh, okay.
So, what other teams? Broncos. Is it...
Sertan.
No, he's not 26. I think Justin Simmons might be 27, but I'll try Justin Simmons.
Okay.
He's 28. So, he's on the Chargers.
I wish
Is it Derwin James?
Or is it, who's... Why am I blanking on his name? J.C. Jackson.
It might be him just because he's there.
Yep,
now.
J.C.
It's
Jackson.
Jackson. Yep, good job.
Bang! That's my first one.
There you go. All right.
I should have had both of those. I'm a big Jalen Waddle guy, and you know that.
Yeah. All right, mock draft time?
Yeah. So basically, we're going to make a mock draft for the first round. We got to like make sure we're like say where the college these players went to and what position they are, just so people know, just to be safe.
Okay. All right, so with the first overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jaguars are on the clock.
It's lining up to be Trayvon Walker, even though Desmond doesn't want to hear that. It is.
How?
It just is. Everyone's saying Trayvon Walker.
I don't care about a mock draft. I care about what makes sense. And drafting a project player first overall does not make any amount of sense for a rebuilding team that needs help on offense. If they are smart, they protect their first overall pick quarterback from a year ago.
I don't know. I think they're going to take Aiden Hutchinson.
Or take the most ready edge rusher and put him next to Josh Allen and Aiden Hutchinson.
Don't you mean Trevor Lawrence?
No, I said...
You said
no.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, the edge rusher, Josh Allen, who's on the Jaguars.
Oh, sorry. When Josh Allen sacked Josh Allen.
Yep. All right, so I always go Evan Neal first, but if we can mutually agree on Aiden Hutchinson...
I don't think it's going to be Evan Neal. I think Aiden Hutchinson's more realistic.
All right.
So Aiden Hutchinson goes first overall.
Yeah, the Lions. What are they going to do?
Whoa. Why is it simulating all these picks?
Because you probably only pick the Jaguars.
Oh,
you have to hit the select all.
Okay, sorry.
I have it set up. Okay. So my thing is, they could use a quarterback, but no quarterbacks worth taking. I want to have them taking one of Stingley or Gardner. Not that I would take Stingley that high. Gardner maybe.
What about Thibodeau?
I would, but I don't see him going that high. He should. He absolutely, positively should. He should go first, but I don't see him going. I don't know. I just don't know. This is probably, to me, the toughest pick in the entire draft. For them to make, or for me to make a mock draft of. Because they need so much, but
they can go anywhere here.
Yeah.
And they could go out on a limb and pick Kyle Hamilton. That'd be a Lions thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I agree with taking safety second overall, but if there is one to take second overall, it's Kyle Hamilton. I say we go
Stingley is the best player left.
That is terrible, but
then Charles Cross.
I say for what I think the Lions are going to do, I think they're going to go with an edge rusher. So with that in mind, I think they'll take Thibodeau.
I agree.
If I were making the pick and I'm sitting in that room, I'm taking Thibodeau. So we'll go with Thibodeau second overall.
Okay, Texans. I want to say a line.
Evan Neal.
I want to say line here.
Evan Neal. They need, because they have Laramie Tunsil on the left side, who's all pro caliber tackle. You pair him you put Evan Neal on the right side of that line.
Can Ekwonu play on the right side?
Yeah, but why would you take Ekwonu when you have Evan Neal on the board?
I mean, PFF does have Ekwonu above Evan
They
Neal.
also have Charles Cross above the both of them. They also have Derek Stingley as the highest rated player right now. Their big board is garbage.
All right, we can go with Evan Neal. I like it. Sauce Gardner for the Jets.
I feel like that is the most they're going with Gardner.
Yes, so Sauce Gardner to the Jets. Giants.
Ekwonu.
It's going to be Ekwonu with this board.
Go with Ekwonu at 5. I don't want the Panthers to take a quarterback at 6, but I feel like it's a possibility. I feel like here in this situation, they're going cross or quarterback.
That's what I think. I don't think they're going to be too happy when Ekwonu and Neal are off the board by the time they get to their pick.
I mean, Cross is a very good tackle. He's the best in terms of floor, especially. He's the best pass blocking tackle in the draft. But Ekwonu is the most versatile, and Evan Neal has the highest ceiling by far. So with that, I don't know, because again, I can see them taking a quarterback, but
watch them pick Trayvon Walker.
That would be the worst pick. It doesn't even make sense for them to do that. So I almost want to flip a coin because I don't know. If I'm them, I'm taking Cross. If I'm them, I'm absolutely taking Cross. No hesitation about it.
I'd say the same, but it's also the Panthers we're playing with here, and Sam Darnold is their starting quarterback right now.
Okay, but who's their starting left tackle?
Well, yeah, you can say that too. Man, Kenny Pickett is ranked so low.
Yeah, he's like the 4th ranked quarterback.
Yeah.
Even though if I'm them, I'd take Malik Willis, but
I'm going to say Cross here because I'm not confident enough for them to take Willis.
Yeah, I agree. And the Giants up next.
Hamilton?
I not that high. It's funny how I say like 2 out of the 3 players I don't want us to draft are Stingley, Walker, and Trevor Penning. And right now, like the 2 most sensible options are Stingley and Walker for position-wise. But I'd probably... If I was making this selection and these players on the board, I'm either trading down and taking Devin Lloyd or just flat out taking Devin Lloyd right now. We have no line. We have Blake Martinez, who's a very good tackler, very good in the run game. But Tay Crowder might be the worst linebacker in the NFL. He had a PFF grade of 27. He cannot make reads in the run. He cannot cover. He cannot do anything. Devin Lloyd is quite literally another Micah Parsons. He can get to the quarterback. He's great in coverage. He's great in the run game. He can hit holes at the right time. He has the IQ. He has everything. So while I know that there are a lot of people who are going to disagree with me on this, because I do understand Trayvon Walker's upside. I do truly understand that. I'm not willing to wait 2 to 3 years to hope that he pans out when I can take an NFL caliber player right now that will make this defense 10 times better than Trayvon Walker will in his first 1 to 2 years.
I'm telling you right now, if the Giants are picking right here, they are 100% taking Trayvon Walker. I know you don't want to hear it.
I agree.
The most realistic pick for them is Trayvon Walker.
I agree.
I mean, I agree with you. I just looked at PFF's mock, and I know you don't like it, but it has Devin Lloyd at 21.
That's terrible. He's so undervalued, and I don't understand why.
Well, that's what happened to Micah Parsons, and now look at him.
But even then, Micah Parsons went what?
Did you see Micah Parsons' numbers going into the NFL? His 40-yard dash was stupid for a linebacker. I'm gonna say, I know you're gonna disagree with me. I'd probably say Trayvon Walker here.
Yeah, I don't want it, but I'd say the most realistic pick is Trayvon Walker. I want us to if this is a situation on draft night, I want us to trade back and take Devin Lloyd or Tyler Linderbaum or one of the 2 because they will have more impact right now than Walker will. And with up next we have the Falcons.
What do we even do here? That's why I said, oh my goodness.
Receiver.
Stingley.
Receiver.
Or Stingley.
They have A.J. Terrell. I get that there's a potential that Derek Stingley, I do, again, as much as I don't want Stingley on the Giants, I do see his upside. I think he has the potential to possibly be better than Gardner. I don't think he will be, but I am still quite high on him as much as I don't want him on my team. I probably would still go receiver because right now their number 1 receiver is like Olamide Zacchaeus or something like that.
Then Jameson Williams.
No, I'd go Garrett Wilson. They're going to want the more NFL ready impact guy at this spot. Don't listen to this. Don't pay any attention to where they rank on the big board.
No, I'm not saying that, but
their big board is bad.
Yeah, but I think James. If we're talking about upside here,
and I know I've said that
of the 3,
times.
James Williams,
but you also have to sit there and think about how they're going to think about it in the draft in the draft room, where they're like, okay, Jameson Williams is coming off a torn ACL. We don't know how ready he'll be when he comes back. Here's Garrett Wilson, who we know will be ready right off bat, who we know will be able to make an impact no matter what happens.
We can go with Garrett Wilson here. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. Seahawks.
Derek Stingley. They need secondary. They need some secondary help.
Okay. That's fine.
If
Derek Stingley falls all the way to 9,
I think he could.
Oh yeah, I think he could. Look at our draft. Jets.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, James.
They need a receiver.
Not Drake London.
No, Jameson Williams. I think they're going to take the flashiest, biggest upside guy no matter what.
Okay, so those are our first 10 picks. So we'll run through them again. 1 Hayden Hutchinson, 2 Thibodeau, 3 Neal, 4 Sauce Gardner, 5 Aquanu, 6 Charles Cross, 7 Trayvon Walker, 8 Garrett Wilson, 9 Derek Stingley, and 10 Jameson Williams.
11. I know they don't have the Washington Commanders listed as needing a safety, but I have them in almost every mock draft I've done taking Kyle Hamilton because they are kind of lacking in their second safety spot. If they can pair Kyle Hamilton or Cameron Curl with Kyle Hamilton, they will have not only add to that very elite defense that they could potentially have when everyone is healthy, but you're also going to get a very good safety duo for the next 10 years.
You don't think they'll take receiver here?
No, they don't. They have They have McLaurin. They have Curtis Samuel. They have Logan Thomas, a tight end who's very good. We can
go Kyle Hamilton here.
I'd go Kyle.
He's the best player
Hamilton
left.
And
this is where it gets really weird.
Here,
so
again,
12 Vikings.
This is another very I do this every time. I have them taking McDuffie because they have no corners. They need help in the secondary so badly.
So Trent McDuffie, from Washington.
I go McDuffie. Yeah.
Okay. 13 Texans. Need every position.
Yeah, that's funny. I'd probably go Karlaftis. I'm not as high on Karlaftis as everyone else, but they don't need a receiver. They don't need a receiver. That is the last of their worries because no matter what, at least they are going to have Brandon Cooks. They are going to have Brandon Cooks.
I mean, we can go Karlaftis here. I can't pronounce his name.
I'd go Karlaftis or Lloyd.
They're not going to take Lloyd.
I would. If I'm a team like them or the Giants who you need help in a lot of places on defense, I take a player like Lloyd because not only can he do everything, he's going to make your defense overall better.
Yeah, but so will Karlaftis.
Yeah, if he pans out, and he's a lot more of a risk to take than Devin Lloyd is, in my opinion. But we
can go a hot take here and pick Devin Lloyd.
No, I'd rather have him go.
Okay.
He's going to go in the next couple of picks, so I'll say that. So, yeah, I'd go Karlaftis here at 13.
No, this is where it becomes a mess. Okay. Ravens at 14.
I usually have them taking Jordan Davis because they need an interior presence on that line. They don't really they could use a tackle, which I've seen people have them taking Penning or Bernard Raymond, but I could see them. I have them taking Jordan Davis, usually.
Well, that's also what PFF has him taking, so we're going to go with that.
Where's Jordan Davis here?
He's a little lower.
Yeah.
This is where Devin Lloyd's going.
Yeah, Devin Lloyd is going. I'm a firm believer that Devin Lloyd will be an Eagle on draft night, and I'm very excited for Eagles fans because they've been needing an elite linebacker for a very long time. As much as I do not like their fans, I like their team a lot.
Saints
tackle.
So Bernard Raymond.
No, I think a more realistic pick for them is as much as I don't like him, Trevor Penning. Even I don't understand why he's so low. They have him as a second round player when he's definitely going to go in the first round, if not here then later. But I'd go Penning here.
Okay.
Chargers. I don't know why they have receiver as a listed position of need. They have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. They have Jared Cook at tight end. They don't really need
maybe
a receiver.
Bernard Raymond here.
They also don't need a tackle. They have Rashawn Slater and Brian Bulaga. Is Bulaga not in the Chargers anymore?
Look it up.
Bulaga. Oh, he's a free agent.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bernard Raymond.
Yep. Yeah. If I had known that, I would have. Yeah, that would have.
I was about to say that's a good pick either way.
I thought.
Okay.
Bulaga. Okay, I didn't know Bulaga.
Eagles
receiver Drake London.
Ooh, I don't know. That's bold.
How?
I guess you're right. I wouldn't mind seeing them take someone on the line. I don't know.
I go on what line?
I don't know. I don't.
Dude, they have one of the better offensive lines in the NFL.
I know, but they don't need whatever. It just makes.
Are you trying to say they don't need a receiver?
No, I just don't like that they have to take receivers 2 years in a row.
Well, when you mess up and you draft the wrong receiver the year prior to Devontae Smith, and now he's your only NFL caliber receiver, you kind of have to take a receiver here.
Next is Saints again.
I usually also have them taking a receiver because they need help outside of Michael Thomas.
Or we could start playing quarterback game.
No, they sign Winston. They're not going to sign Winston to draft a quarterback.
So Olave?
Yeah, I go Olave, without a doubt.
Okay, number 20.
Now is when we play the quarterback game. And
Pickett.
now is... Yeah, I
see the Steelers picking Pickett.
I think Malik Willis will probably be better than Pickett, but for what the Steelers system are and the kind of team they are, I think they're going to take Pickett.
And they're going to be like, oh, he went to Pittsburgh. That's going to be a Steelers thing to do. Okay, Patriots.
All right, Patriots. Okay.
This is where they're going to go up, but we need to start looking at the bottom of the board here because this is where they're going to go do something really weird. You know how the Patriots are on draft night. They're probably going to trade their pick, knowing the Patriots.
Maybe, but to me right now I have that Nakobe Dean. They need a linebacker. Young linebacker. He's another guy that can do a lot of things.
I like that a lot.
I go Nakobe Dean.
Receiver here.
Yep. Oh my! The best one available is Sky Moore. That's rough. I'd go George Pickens. I don't know why he's so low. I'd go Pickens.
I like
Sky
Pickens
Moore.
here. I don't think I'm not a big Sky Moore guy either. Cards.
Linderbaum.
Yeah.
Linderbaum. Cowboys. Zion Johnson.
I would be thrilled if the Cowboys took Zion Johnson.
He's going to be available that far. Bills.
Ooh.
They do need a receiver because they got rid of Cole Beasley, but I don't.
Sky Moore.
We could. I'd go. Yeah, I guess we could go Sky Moore.
There's a lot of good players in this draft.
Yeah.
Oh no! Now the Titans are going to be mad.
Yeah, they're going to need.
They need a lot of things. Guards.
I'd go Jermaine Johnson because he's ranked low, but like apparently people are saying he might go in the top 10, which I literally do not see at all. Because
let's do that.
A month ago, he was projected to go like around where the Titans are picking to possibly getting drafted in the second round. So I truly don't understand.
I like
why
Jermaine Johnson here.
People are saying that he's gonna go that high, but anyways,
everyone's prospects they love this year are Trayvon Walker and Jermaine Johnson. So
yeah. Up next,
Buccaneers. They could really use a lot of things.
I'd probably go Devontae Wyatt here.
If Devontae Wyatt's, probably. If he's still on the board, they're definitely going to take
I'd probably go Devontae Wyatt here. Packers with their second pick. They need a right tackle, but if I'm them and I see that, I don't mind Tyler Smith, but I don't see him as a first round guy. I really don't. Like when I first started doing my draft evaluations after the season ended, he was like a third, fourth round guy. I kind of don't see why he's so ranked so high. I go maybe Kenyon Green.
I was about to say, what about Kenyon Green?
I go Kenyon Green here.
Okay.
Because he, regardless of if they're going to plug him in at right guard, he can shift over to tackle if need be. He's the most versatile offensive lineman in the entire draft in the entire class.
2 straight Chiefs picks here. Who's the best receiver left?
Yeah, whoever the best receiver is. Oh my god, Treylon Burks, you are a Kansas City Chief. That is terrible that they're going to have to. Wow. And then next, I'd probably go Andrew Booth.
Yeah,
Andrew
I think
Booth.
so.
No, Louis Cine. Because dude, they need a safety. There's no. They replaced Tyron with Justin Reed.
Yeah.
But literally the biggest thing that killed their defense was Daniel Sorensen and how terrible he was last season.
Yeah, but I think more realistically they're going to go corner here.
Yeah, all right.
I feel like they're a team that is gonna not acknowledge their problems. Line for the Bengals.
Yes.
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, just because he's the best guy available. I usually have Kenyon Green falling to them because I usually don't have Penning going so high, and I have Bernard Raymond going. So yeah, we'll go with Tyler Smith for that.
Last pick, the Lions.
Probably.
What did we have him taking earlier?
They took
Thibodeau. So we need someone maybe line.
Louis Cine. Maybe Louis Cine. I'd go Louis Cine or Leo Chenal. He's another linebacker who is going to need time to develop, but I like his upside a lot as a guy that can do it all. I'd go Cine or Chenal. And
I like Chenal a little better here.
Yeah,
because I don't think they're gonna take a safety.
Yeah, but at the same time, they have a bigger need at safety than linebacker. Like they have some decent guys. Like
we can go.
Cine.
Yeah.
Let's go Cine. And that
is our first round. Let's see. We're getting graded.
I think you have to pay to see your grades though.
Oh, okay. All right. Should we go over it?
Yeah.
Okay. Our mock Desmond and Liam's mock draft. First overall, Aiden Hutchinson. That'd be fine. 2 Thibodeau.
That was tough, but if I'm in that room and I'm like, okay, we don't want to take a tackle here because we don't need one. Take the best player available.
Before Thibodeau didn't do the combine, he was supposed to go first overall.
And it is very dumb that he doesn't. It is a false attack on his character because these people don't know what they're talking about and they want to make things interesting in this draft class for absolutely no reason. Well, that is what I will say about the whole Kayvon Thibodeau discussion. Because he's the most talented edge rusher in the draft class. I think he's the highest ceiling out of all those guys by far. Mm-hmm. And if I'm them, I'm taking the most talented player on the board. And that player is Kayvon Thibodeau.
So next would be Evan Neal. I think 100% the Texans are going to do that.
They need a tackle next to put opposite of Laramie Tunsil. Up next,
Sauce Gardner. I think feels pretty.
I think the only chance that they don't take Sauce is if
they take
Thibodeau's available. They're not taking a receiver 4th overall because any receiver that is available.
The Jets thing to do.
Any receiver that is available 4th overall is going to be available 10th overall unless the Falcons decide to go Trayvon or Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. Okay. 5 Aquanu.
Yep.
Which I think you'd be happy with that.
Yep, very.
6 Charles Cross.
That's either tackle or quarterback.
Yeah, so they're going to go
taking any other position.
Yep. 7, Trayvon Walker. I know you're not.
I'm not the bit. It's just, again, I see his upside. I really do see his upside because he has the build and he has the strength to be a very good player. But I don't want to sit around and wait for 2 years for him to develop pass rushing moves. I don't want to do that. And hope that he develop pass rushing moves. Not even see if he, it's a guarantee that he will.
Let's keep going. 8, Garrett Wilson. I think that's probably
They need everything, but receiver is probably the biggest need.
9, Stingley.
They need secondary help, I don't know who else they'd really take.
10, Jameson Williams, excuse me.
Yeah, it's basically set in stone that they're looking for a receiver.
Yeah. Like I said, it's becoming realistic. They could take one at 4, so.
Yeah.
For the Commanders, Hamilton, if he fell to the Commanders,
yeah, that not only is that a steal because I think he has the potential to be the best defensive player in the class, but like pairing him next to Cameron Curl, putting him on that defense that already features Chris Jones, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Deron Payne. They drafted a guy in the second round last year, a linebacker who's pretty good, Kendall Fuller. It's just that defense will be even better than it has the potential to be.
Yeah, and they kind of are taking themselves out of the quarterback market by doing the Wentz trade. McDuffie at 12 to the Vikings.
They have no corners.
This is a hard pick. It's the Texans at 13. I think one of the harder picks of the draft. We have Karlaftis here, but I think they can go a lot of different ways. Let's see what PFF says.
I think it's either going to be Karlaftis or Lloyd.
The PFF has the Texans taking Kyle Hamilton at 13.
Who do they have Washington taking?
Drake London.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to them taking a receiver, but I'm looking at that. I'm like, you have a superstar in McLaurin, you have a very good speed guy in Curtis Samuel, and you have a very good quarterback. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like a safety valve, valve in Logan Thomas, to the point where you can run with that for now. Not to mention you have very good running backs, and you can just make your defense even better.
Yeah, and they also have the Vikings take Jermaine Johnson. So
yeah, that's terrible.
Okay, 14, Ravens, Jordan Davis. I think a very realistic pick. That's not being talked about. I wonder where they have Jordan Davis going.
I think they either go.
They have the Ravens taking Jordan Davis too.
Yep, I'd go that or like tackle maybe.
Yeah, 15, Devin Lloyd.
It's pretty set in stone that they're taking a linebacker and a receiver in the first round. At least I'd hope it is.
16, Saints, Trevor Penning.
They need a tackle. They need to replace Teron Armstead. And while I think Bernard Raymond might be better, I think that Trevor Penning's a more realistic pick for that team.
I can agree with that. And then 8,
17.
17. Sorry, I was going to say I'm getting mixed up here. 17, Bernard Raymond. I think that's fine.
Now that I know that Brian Bulaga isn't on the team, I'd definitely go Bernard Raymond.
18, Eagles, Drake London. If he fell that far, they'd be very happy.
Yeah.
19, Saints, Chris Olave.
They need a receiver.
If he fell that far,
they've been saying it's been a thing for years that they need a guy behind Michael Thomas.
Yeah, and Michael Thomas will be back, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
20, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
We didn't have Malik Willis going in the first round. I forgot about that.
Because, I mean, the only two teams that are really talking about taking quarterback are the Panthers and the Steelers, and I think in a more safe option is taking Cross and hoping out for Bryce Young. And then, to me, as much as I think that...
Bryce Love.
Young. No, it's Young.
Oh, yeah.
Because I said it was Bryce Love last time, and you corrected me. It was Bryce Young. But
yeah, Bryce Young, sorry.
And I think as much as I think that Malik Willis is better than Kenny Pickett and has the potential to be better than Kenny Pickett, it's the more pick for that team in that system.
21, Kobe Dean.
Do-it-all linebacker. That fits what Belichick wants.
Yeah, I think either way they're going linebacker here no matter what. 22, Packers, George Pickens.
They need a receiver. They're going to take the best guy available.
Yeah. Cardinals, Linderbaum. I like that pick.
Yeah, he is going to make that offensive line a lot better.
They need that type of player. Cowboys, Zion Johnson.
Adding
I would
him
love
to a
if they
line,
take Zion
Tyron
Johnson.
Smith, Zach Martin, and not Lyle Collins. Oh, we made a oopsie.
What?
We should not have had the Bengals taking Tyler Smith because they have Lyle Collins now, and they have Jonah Williams on the left side.
They still need a line, though.
Yeah, but he can't. You don't take a tackle there.
I think their biggest need is line, though.
Yeah, but why take a tackle?
I don't know.
At that point, if they're set in stone on taking linemen, trade out of the first. Trade out of the first and take like Ed Ingram in the second. Mm-hmm. I completely forgot that they signed Lyle Collins. So that's my fault.
I don't know. I still think it's.
Yeah, but they're not going to take a tackle.
But I think they've already expressed interest in line, I believe.
Yeah, but they're not going to take a tackle. They have 2 tackles.
There's Chris. Sorry about that. For those people who aren't.
There he is.
Yeah, Desmond's roommate is just walked by.
I'm going to text him really quick.
Our studio. What'd you get? the way I would say.
He's going to text him. Hold on.
Okay. So, whatever. We'll deal with the Bengals situation in a second. 25, Bills, Sky Moore, probably realistic. Titans.
Yeah, they need a receiver.
Yeah, Titans, Jermaine Johnson, Ed Rusher. He's probably can go top 15.
I don't think he should, but if
they want to, whatever. Buccaneers, Devontae Wyatt, they probably love that.
They need a lot. They don't need a lot. That's the thing. They have so many positions secured, and usually
it's going to be on defense.
If the Cowboys don't take Zion Johnson, the Bucs will,
yeah.
And at that point, there's no other guard worth taking the first. So they go and fill that nose guard. Put him next to Vita Vea. That's a pretty nasty defensive line.
Yep. Then Packers, Kenyon Green. We had then Chiefs, Traylon Burks.
Receiver, obviously they need that after trading away Tyreek.
Then Andrew Booth.
Need a corner.
We have Tyler Smith, which
guys.
we both is kind of up for debate. And then, is it Lewis Sine?
I don't know. I think it's Cine.
Cine, okay. There's our mock draft. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. We'll have draft breakdown on Monday.
I'm very excited about that.
Oh, we know. And you're going to probably go on a Giants rant.
Oh, it depends on the pick that we make. If it's one of Derek Stingley, Trayvon Walker, and Trevor Penning, you will get one. We'll see. Even then, I wouldn't be... If I had to take one of those guys, I'd take Stingley because I want an NFL-ready player. I don't want a project. I don't want Trevor Penning because I don't see it in him at all. I don't know. I don't want a project. I don't want a guy that I don't see anything in. And Stingley, I'm more worried about his health, and there are some concerns of his effort when he's not in pass coverage, which I'm just not a fan of that. Like, I'm not the fan of that kind of player, but it's whatever. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they can make the right selection. If Neal falls to 5, I'm just gonna pray that we take him.
Yeah, I don't think he's get that far.
I don't know. We'll see.
Once again, sorry to yawn. I would like to reiterate. PFF has Trayvon Walker going first overall, then Aiden Hutchinson, then Evan Neal, then Thibodeau, then Charles Cross.
Wait, they have Charles Cross going 5th?
Yeah.
Over Aquanu?
Yeah, they have Aquanu going 6th.
I mean, to me, if the Panthers... I think the Panthers are going to play the waiting game. I think what they could potentially do and what they should do, wait until the Giants make their pick. If all of the top 3 tackles are gone, trade back, take Malik Willis then.
Mm-hmm.
If one of the 3 are available, take that guy there. Because none of those 3 are making it past the top 10.
I feel you. So, yeah, there's our draft preview for the week. Definitely tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. It should be fun seeing it in Vegas.
Oh,
finally.
Yeah.
But I believe that's all we have, so a little bit of an early exit for you guys.
It's whatever.
Definitely tune in. Like I said, definitely tune in to the basketball games, tune into the draft. We'll be back here next Monday right on 93.9 at 3 o'clock. But besides that, turn to our Twitter. If you missed this episode, or missed the first half of this episode, whatever, check on YouTube. It'll be up on Saturday.
Saturday at noon.
So you definitely check that one out. And if you want to catch all our past episodes, they're all on YouTube. But besides that, have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your draft weekend.
Have a blessed night.
And we will talk to you guys Monday. See ya.